How does she handle all of that? Was she ready for it?
Well, they proclaimed her queen on July 10th, 1553. But there's a problem. The people aren't on board with this. The support for Mary was overwhelming. It became clear pretty quickly that they had made a mistake. So the Privy Council, they switched sides, and just 9 days later, they proclaimed Mary as the rightful queen.
Oh, wow, that was fast. Like, barely any time to even do anything. But why? Why was Mary so popular?
It's interesting. Even though she was Catholic, she was seen as the legitimate heir, a return to normalcy, a return to tradition.
Well,
After years of religious turmoil, people craved stability. And Jane, unfortunately, she was seen as a puppet, a pawn in Northumberland's game.
it's so sad. This young woman with all this potential, caught in the middle of this power struggle. What happened to her after all this, after her short reign ended?
Well, she's imprisoned in the Tower of London, accused of treason, obviously. Now, at first, Mary spares her life. Maybe she felt some sympathy, knowing that Jane was manipulated. But then, her father, Jane's father, he gets involved in a rebellion against Mary. And that was it. That sealed her fate.
Oh, wow. Talk about a tragic turn of events. It really shows you the brutality of the time, like how far people would go for power.
Absolutely, Tudor England was not for the faint of heart. And sadly, both Lady Jane Grey and her husband were executed on February 12, 1554. It just goes to show, even those close to the crown weren't safe.
It's incredible to think about. She was so close to the ultimate power and then just gone. It really makes you wonder, like, what if things had been different? What if Edward had lived longer? What if the religious climate had been, less intense? Do you think she could have actually ruled?
It's hard to say, right? Maybe with more time, she could have gained more support. Maybe she could change things, but maybe the religious tensions would have split it anyway. Who knows? It's all speculation, but that's what makes history so
And
fascinating.
I know, right? Makes you think about all the little things, the choices, the circumstances, how even something small could change everything. This is definitely a story that'll stay with me, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk history.